My brother Ali Dawa come out talk a little bit about the recent videos that have been actually circulating around YouTube about Elon Musk and his what happened to his son, his coming out, being transgender, how he is now different name, and how he feels about it, and how it says that the left and the wokeness in the left has stolen his son from him or killed his son. So let's just talk a little bit about this, about his take, and I'll state mine as well. So without further ado, let's start the intro. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most merciful and the most kind. Welcome back. Thank you guys for all your amazing support. We're almost up to 1,000 subscribers. So please continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell for notifications. But without further ado, let's start the video.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. If you guys remember, Elon Musk, before he got brainwashed and bought out by the Zionist movement, if you remember, there was an interview of him saying what? That he was basically saying, imagine, basically criticizing Israel. He was saying that if you go and commit these atrocities and kill men, women, and children, you are only supporting Hamas by recruiting for them. Why? Because people are looking and thinking, my mom, my innocent family members got blown up to pieces, subhanAllah. I'm going to go and join Hamas in there, or the resistant army, which the UN has given them a clear guideline that they have a right to defend themselves.
Hate Israel. So really the question is like, for every Hamas member that you kill, how many did you create?
Now, you were all thinking, where did that come from? Here is where that psychological trauma goes back to. And we're going to see the hypocrisy of Elon Musk. Why? Because when it is his son that actually died, not literally died, by the way, let's find out how. Here's an interview with his dirt scumbag, Jordan Peterson.
It happened to one of my older boys, where I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier. This was before I had really any understanding of what was going on, and we had COVID going on, and so there was a lot of confusion. I was told, Xavier might commit suicide if he.
That was a lie right from the outset.
Incredibly evil, and I agree with you that people that have been promoting this should go to prison. So I was tricked into doing this, it wasn't explained to me that puberty blockers are actually just sterilization drugs. So
it's really, we'll separate that just for a second. You're saying, I didn't know puberty blockers were essentially sterilization, but I believe I've seen them, the videos. There were like 1 million videos when this started coming out. That was before his son went that direction. Doctors, professionals, people that work in the medical field, millions of videos out there going, hey, this is going to sterilize your kid, or sterilizing kids. The information was already out there. So the fact that it says he didn't know, as smart as he is, to say he didn't know, all of that was there. All that stuff was out there before even the Daily Wire was putting it out. Just regular, people who work in the medical field were putting that information out there. They were. Heck, even what's the skater who's got like his own channel, Teamcast. Yeah, he had the information out there, and he was putting it out there as well. It's before all of them started, coming out. So the fact that somehow he said he didn't know, all that information was out there. Whether or not he wanted to do the research, whether or not he felt that he should, that's a different story. But all that stuff, information was actually readily available.
Just look at it carefully. Look how distraught he is, the way he's talking, that he was being tricked and they lied to him, he signed documents, etc. This happened to his son. Look at his demeanor. And let's carry on in the second half. Watch this carefully.
Anyway, and so I lost my son, essentially. They call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah,
all right. So the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. So
And imagine the hypocrisy of Jordan Peterson. I cannot imagine what they will be like. You are the same dirtbag who said give them hell. And hundreds, now the new studies say 180,000 people have been massacred. Do you know how many of them are kids? Yeah? You how many of them are kids? Carry on watching. Just carry on watching. It gets interesting. Watch.
Yeah, and there's lots of people in that situation now.
Right.
It's not pretty, and lots of demolished kids. Yeah, well,
So-
that's a good reason.
There are some demolished kids in Palestine, but we'll just skip that by. And your son is not dead. It's weird he said that, because I guess when you don't have a foundation in the belief of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will say those words. But there are videos out there of reverts right now who have put their foreheads to the ground, who are now, they know that what they've done to the body, they cannot reverse it. But Allah forgives everything. And they will live their life how Allah made them as best as they can. And they're going to move on with their faith, asking for forgiveness and moving forward. So though his son is not dead, it's not. It's almost like giving up. But I guess when you don't believe in the most merciful and the most kind, this is what your reaction is. And that's why we need Allah. That's why we need to be firm in our deen. And this is why we need to protect our children.
Be the final straw. All right, so let's.
So I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that. We're making some progress.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Now, interesting. He even basically called his son dead. Why? Because he got his private part castrated. Now, this of course is horrific, etc. There are Israeli snipers that are targeting young Palestinian boys in the private parts. And this scumbag, Elon Musk, defends them. How does it feel? And so does this dirtbag Jordan Peterson. You're talking about one child who is still alive, who's been castrated with their own will, by the way. With their own will. Well, you can call it being brainwashed, whatever it's for the matter. And what did Elon Musk say? He says, I vow to destroy the woke mind virus. I wonder where that trauma came from when he was talking about, basically in a nutshell, saying those people are going to go enjoy Hamas. I wonder why. Because he realized the one that did that to his son, he wants revenge. He wants to destroy them. He's saying it with his own mouth. That virus, because I want to get rid of it. What about the thousands, hundreds of thousands of kids, babies that have been massacred? What do you think that does to the Palestinians and their resistance and them wanting to join Hamas? Do you think it stops them? Do you think they say, oh, we do not want to fight back and we don't want to go and join Hamas, whatever it is for that matter? Okay, do you think they do that? No. So you can see the utter hypocrisy. SubhanAllah, your own son went through that and you are here defending a nation, defending a group of state terrorists, Zionists. You are defending them of them massacring thousands of people. Shame on you. Shame on you, subhanallah. And that is where that trauma was coming from when he was talking about that, until he had to get pressure and get paid off. I don't want to say paid off. God knows what pressure put there, or God knows what videos they have of him, or God knows what they have of him. That's subhanallah that he changed his stance on the whole situation. That's all I wanted to say, inshallah, subhanallah, brothers and sisters. As you can see, subhanallah, the far left want to take the soul of our kids by making them leave their religion, and the far right and those who support Elon Musk and Jordan Peterson, they want to take the life of our brothers and sisters in Palestine. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deal with them all, inshallah. Assalamu.
Wa alaikum salam, my brother. I hope Allah rewards you for everything you do. Hope Allah protects you, guides you, protects your family, protects your children. But yes, we see when it comes to their children, it's always a little bit different. And we see that, yeah, there's two sides of the coin. One side wants to destroy everybody else's kids, and the right wants to just kill all kids in Palestine and the Middle East. So I guess we're just, wiping out all the kids. That's what we need to stand firm in our deen. We need to pray. We need to not skip any prayer whatsoever. When we're on sujood, we need to make sure that we're calling out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not just for peace, not just for protection, for justice, but to protect our children. And what Allah subhanahu wills, He wills. He is the best of planners. And we will still stand firm with our friends, families, and with our brothers and sisters in Palestine. And there'll be a day of reckoning for all those lives, all those children that were taken. because there is a day of judgment where we'll stand firm in front of Allah, and we must make account for not just our actions, but our inactions, for the things we didn't say or things we did say. May Allah have mercy on all of us. May Allah have mercy on our brothers and sisters out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.